When you see the name Low Gang, just know we come to crack.
What up? It's the Speakeasy. Back at you again. It's your boy, Ron Low G. And we are joined by our honorary guest once again, my man El Loco, Dorito, and yeah. What's up with you, man?
Man, it's all good, man. It is a crazy day at work, but I'm here now. I'm ready. I know you're ready. Let's talk. So much going on in the sports nation. So much going on in the world. Let's get it.
It's October. It's the best month of sports. So, loyals, kick back, chill, and get ready. Because you know what time it is, us?
What time is it?
It's time for some SnowDat Facts. And
SnowDat Facts.
We got some facts for y'all. Listen up. We are losing a GOAT. An icon that was able to join the households around America for decades. Have you ever heard of a movie series called Friday? Maybe next Friday, Friday after next. You familiar with that? You ever watched the TV show series, The Wayans Brothers?
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah, man.
An all-time classic TV series like The Boombox that just generationally changed culture.
Man, oh man.
We say goodbye to John Witherspoon. Pops is gone, man. Pops.
Pops left us with the best thing ever that we've been saying since 1995.
What's that?
He looked at Craig, aka Ice Cube, when he had that gun in his hand. He said, "You think you're a man with that gun, don't you, son?" Ice Cube said, "I'm a man without it." He said, "Your uncle picked up a gun, got locked away all these years." He said, "Son, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day."
Oh, man.
Right here.
Hey, man.
He said,
Y'all heard that. Thank you, Pop.
Thank you, Pop.
Sad to see him go. I've been waiting for the fourth Friday for maybe this past decade.
Yeah.
Telling us it's coming, and I'm positive it's not coming no more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to watch it. We're going to move on. This is sad.
Sad moment. Rest in peace, Pop.
Know that fact, too. It may be also a little bit sad, because we're going to say rest in peace to Keisha, and we're going to talk about Power for a little bit. And the fact about Power is 50 Cent, Stars, whoever, they have no idea what the hell they're doing. You watch Power Us. You watch it. Oh, okay, so you're going to understand when I say, how in the world did Tommy and go smooth $2 million in cocaine in 24 hours?
I don't know, man. This ain't real. I don't know.
How is Tommy going to take a machine gun and shoot up his best friend's house, and the cops don't find no bullets, nobody gets questioned, nothing. Everybody's like, oh, it's another day.
Man.
Power.
I don't get it.
This past episode, they went into the parking garage and found Terry Silver's body that's been there from seasons ago in the parking garage.
All of a sudden, he come back.
Nobody said there's a car here that smells Power.
Nope.
But you know what?
Talk to me.
I'm still tuning in every Saturday because I love Power. So good.
They got you hooked, man. They got you hooked. And all I know is there's this meme that's going around with him putting his finger in the face. Pointing in the face.
Power. Blessing us with memes. Just give us reasons to laugh and smile. Come on.
Absolutely.
And we at episode 9, and I'm sitting here as a Power fan. How are they going to make any of this make sense? I go to the Stars. Power is going to episode 14. They gave us 4 extra episodes of crazy.
Wow. It's about to get real.
It's about to get real. They just get started. Oh, they're going on break.
It's about to get real.
They're going on break. This was the last episode.
Okay.
They're coming back next year. My bad.
Next year. We got to wait.
For Power.
We got to wait.
We're gonna move on to our third SnowDat fact.
Know that.
Sitting here looking, SnowDat is sitting here looking at you. Crown, I'm gonna get the box.
Oh man.
Salted caramel. This right here. Listen. Oh, you don't like caramel?
Talk to me. I mean, it's good. Caramel's good. Talk to me.
You like eggnog?
Nah.
You like cider?
Nah.
Coffee?
Nah.
Creamy drinks like shakes, anything?
Nah.
Dark chocolate? You don't like drink nothing?
I do like hot chocolate and I do tea. That's what I do.
Well,
Crazy that might sound.
I know y'all love all those drinks. I don't know how you don't love coffee, rum,
You know.
But I say all of this to say salted caramel will taste amazing in any of that. Make you a nice winter drink. I'm an eggnog addict. Get a little caramel in there. Go get y'all some.
Interesting.
I got more facts.
Talk to me.
A little bit. Feel like I'm low.
Okay.
One more fact. Wale just released a classic and maybe one of the top albums of the year. Whoa,
Agreed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Agreed.
What I love about it is the whole project is something you can just throw on and vibe to. And
Exactly.
it's not like a rap type of vibe. I thought of it more as an R&B type of vibe, but at the end of the day, Wale, and it's reminiscent of his old stuff that he used to do.
That's right. That's right.
And my favorite part about it is that he revealed himself, showed his weaknesses as a man, showed his
He
struggles.
did.
He talked about mental health. He talked about
Exactly.
therapy and just the odd fact of it as
Exactly.
therapy as a culturally white thing, but it is okay for everybody to go get therapy. And he talks about that in my favorite song, "Set You Free," featuring Kelly Price. He got a drum on "Sue Me." I know you love "Sue Me." Expectations.
Yes, Sue Me.
Love, ... featuring Bryson Tiller. "Break My Heart," featuring Lil Clark. Why you
Bryson
love
Tiller's
Sue Me?
underrated.
Which
Good
one?
dude right there. Bryson Tiller's a good dude. I got his album. He's underrated. He's a good dude.
Oh yeah.
Good dude.
What you love about Wale's new album, man?
Man, look, that's Sue Me. Sue Me because I'm rooting for everybody black. Like, that's a big deal for me because not only does he reveal himself, but he reveals, I don't care about all the award shows. I'm trying to make sure my daughter's straight. I don't care about all the award stuff. I'm trying to make sure my people good. Like, if I don't root for my people, who gonna root for my people? So I've played that over and over and over and over again, reminding myself that there's nothing wrong with any other race, but if I don't cheer for us, who gonna cheer for us? And then Black Girl Magic. So that puts everyone in perspective. He wants to recognize who you are. You're not lower than anybody thinks you are, and you're actually higher than what you think you are. And if you don't, I'm gonna recognize you at that high place you're in. Black Girl Magic. You make moves, you make money, you make companies, you make things happen, you move things when they happen. It's all on you, it's up to you because you are the greatest at what you do. Black Girl Magic. When you sprinkle your magic on it, it's gonna happen. Black Girl Magic. I'm down for whatever. And I like the little thug in me. I like routine. Don't ask me why, I just did. Because the little gangster in me like to listen to routine. Funny as it may sound, I was vibing routine. I was like, Lord, why do I like this song routine? Because the routine that they were talking about was the day-by-day, early, everyday activities of how it takes to get where you want to get. You get what you need to get because it's your routine. I was like, you know what? I'm down routine. That's my 3. Wale, 100%. He the man, number 1.
Absolutely. That was 4 hard facts. And we ain't done. Like, don't you got something for the people?
Man, you know I got some SnowDat Facts. Look, SnowDat Fact. SnowDat, number 1. Numero uno. Have you watched Rhythm and Flow on Netflix?
Just watch the finale.
Bruh, Cardi B, Dan, T.I. 3 judges.
What?
Take all these kids in this room from different parts of the United States, gets them together, and I'm talking about they go hand in hand from rapping together to rapping against each other to freestyling to making videos. You name it, these guys did it. And they used their own material, own style, own heart. Rhythm and Flow was one of the best Netflix series that I've seen in a long time. However,
I hear that.
I gotta say,
Flow. Netflix.
however,
classic.
yes, fact, they had the wrong winner. I like these smoke.
Oh.
Look,
Whoa.
I like these smoke. I like these smoke and what he represents. These smoke is 33 just like me. These smoke is a teacher. He's an educator. He's a mentor. He's a phenomenal person. He's a parent. He's a father figure. He's all that. However, the winner should have been Trey Man from Atlanta. Trey Man, his songs, Again and Streetlight, are what's marketing everything. I like smoke. Smoke appeals to a
That's the guy that
genre.
went first, right?
That's the guy that went first in the Final Four, that lost first in the Final Four.
Yeah.
It was Trey Man, London B, Fearless,
I
and
think
Smoke.
he hands down had the best performance.
He did, hands
And
down.
The dude after him, the light-skinned looking dude,
Flawless.
I thought
Flawless.
actually he went the sentimental route, and I was
Correct.
just watching. I was like, shame on you. You want to try
I
to
know
go
he could have went hard.
You want to go
Bro,
sentimental?
he was going hard.
Winner.
The way he
And-
toe beams up in the freestyle, I was surprised. I was shocked.
I said Smoke is a cheater because during a audition for Chance, he took the gospel rapping inspirational route.
He
and
did.
entire performance, Chance was just
He
like,
did.
oh my God.
That's all he needed to do.
Calm down.
That's all he needed to do. But
Good.
I don't think
Right.
his records are going to sell like that. It's me personally. That's what I think. That's my SnowDat Fact 1. SnowDat Fact number 2. There is a woman by the name of Lena Horne. If you don't know who Lena Horne is, she was born a long time ago. She's like a civil rights activist, and she acted in plays like Cabin in the Sky, Stormy Weather, and some other things that Lena Horne did. But it's something that she said that is my SnowDat Fact number 2. Number 2 says, she said, and it stuck with me for a long time, I want to share it with you all. Said it's not the load that breaks you down, but it's the way that you carry it. The reason to me that's so powerful, it's got to be fact number 2, is because I thought about different things that I faced and different things that I went with. I thought about a feather. So I know a feather weighs literally nothing. However, I can make a big deal about having to go get the feather. I can make a big deal about if I put the feather in my pocket, I'm always worried it's a feather in my pocket. So the whole time my brain is scrambling. I'm complaining about having to get the feather. I'm complaining about having to carry the feather. But the feather is still as light as a feather. So what she's saying is, it's not about the load, how heavy it is or how light it is, but the way that I carry it. If I know I got family, friends, loved ones, I got so much to do every day. You do too. We all do. But if we see our family, we see our friends, we see our loved ones, we see our job, we see stuff as a burden, well, it's going to be a burden to us. But if we see the same load as a blessing, then it's going to not just in return bless us, but we'll treat those people within our circle better. Point number 2, see your load as a blessing and not a burden. Carry it the right way, it'll be the right way. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
No, that fact
that you've gone through is a blessing.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is. And so that fact number 3. I want to talk about this just real quick to drop it on us, just to simplify it back to SnowDat Fact number 2. Number 3. Do you know? And this is crazy. It just blows me out. Did you know that we spend about 2.5 hours per day on average on social media? 2.5 hours a day on social media.
My phone right here. I can believe it.
2.5 hours. Like, they did a
pretty
research. Yeah, we did a research on that. And there's nothing wrong with being on social media because social media is fun. I laugh, I joke, I have a good time too. But what I found out is with this fact that we spend so much time social medializing, we don't spend enough time socially with the people in front of us. So we pull up to a computer, but pull away from people. We pull up to our phone, but we pull away from our family. We pull up to these different devices, but we pull out from having conversational relationships with people that are right next to us. So I get to know more about a person that posts more than the person that's in front of me. And why is that a problem? Because the person that posts, I don't know everything about them. I just only know their accolades, their attributes, what's funny to them. But I don't know them, and I follow them. But yet the people in front of me, when it's time for me to talk to them, I don't give them my best. I give them the rest. I don't give them what I should. I give them what I would if I wasn't always connected to social media. So my point is this. It's cool to plug in and laugh, but you got to plug out and plug into the people around you, because that's how you truly grow. That's how you truly develop as a person. That's how you truly connect. So that's my SnowDat fact number 3. Unplug and plug into folks around you. That's what I
I
got.
love it. And that makes me think about something. Before we move on to this, to these sports where I'm going to knock your head off, I got one more question for you.
I got something to say. I got something to say. Go ahead.
This Kanye West album, I don't know what to call it, this Christianity project, whatever, but all I got to say is it's straight garbage. Exactly. From a music standpoint, it's okay. It's not that good of gospel music. And second of all, it's Kanye West. And third, I've been hearing it's kind of weird to listen to, scary, that type of jaw. But you sound like you got something you want to say. What you think?
So here's my question to you. I'm gonna throw this out there to you. Answer how you do. When Snoop Dogg came out with his gospel album, did you like it? Yes or no?
Never listened to it.
Okay, then I'll give you that, because I sure was about to get you if you said you would like that album. But at the same time, another question for you. You ever heard Al Green's album? Christian album?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You liked it?
Al Green, I'm big on. Sam Cooke, all those people back in the day.
Did you like him? Did you like
I
him?
love them.
Why?
Love them. Listen to
Why?
them every day.
Why?
Just because Al Green know what to talk about.
So what would be the difference in somebody back in the day dissing Al Green's album versus somebody our age dissing Kanye's album? What's the difference?
I think Kanye's life is a little bit more out there compared to Al Green. And he's just not culturally accepted anymore.
That's not fair to say, because if there was social media back in Al Green's day, he'd be just out there as well. Just because we couldn't social medialize what Al Green did does not mean he did the same things. So we allow social media.
You don't think in the back of your head at all that Kanye West is using this as a way to get the people back?
Not at all. What
He
I
was
think this
completely
is
excluded from social media, from everything with the whole Trump thing, and now he's slowly working his way back into our lives.
but people can say it about me in the little circle that I got. And I only know 50 people. What if 49 of them said it about me? They could do that. But the point is, I do what I do because of what I do, not because I'm a gang of 49 people that don't like me. You see what I'm saying? I think Kanye is genuine about what he's doing. The thing is, the music may not be for everybody's taste. I personally like it because it sends a different message than what he sent in years prior. So I actually enjoy the fact that the message has changed a little bit to positivity instead of focus on the negativity about how his life went and the way he grew up. Which Through the Wire, don't get me wrong, that album was dope. But why do we like Through the Wire when there was a lot of negativity? And here he's trying to do positivity and we don't like it because we think he's trying to infiltrate a system that he no longer is a part of. That's unfair when we love Through the Wire where everything was negative. Nothing was really positive, but we gravitated towards it. Is it his problem or is it something in us that gravitates toward negativity?
That's a good way to think about it. I listened to the album from back and forth. I thought it was okay. So, loyals, y'all listen to the project. Y'all gonna be the judge. Everybody got their own feelings.
They do.
It's Kanye. Well, we gonna
It's Kanye.
Hear that noise? You know what time it is? It's time for debate time. And I got debates for you. And we putting on the gloves today. You get your Doritos out?
I'm about to start eating them because I think this is going to be a long debate that you're about to lose because, unfortunately, for some reason, you have the notion that you know more about these topics than I do. And normally I would have a problem with that. But today I'm going to put you in your rightful place. I'm going to knock the gloves off you. Let's get it.
We're going to talk about GOAT. And I have one question for you. El Loco Garito. Why doesn't Tom Brady receive the same GOAT criticism as someone as LeBron James? Boom. And that's a couple of points. But why? Why does it seem like they're so comparable but yet treated so differently in media.
Mm-hmm.
You have a
You ready for my
why?
response? You ready for my response? So let's look at this perspective on this way. If we're going to bring up a GOAT status in basketball, there's LeBron James, and my question to you is: does LeBron James play offense and defense?
Now he doesn't, but yeah, he used to.
Since he was a child playing basketball, did he not learn to play offense and defense?
Basketball. You
To
play
this
offense?
point, does he? He averages around 48 minutes per game. Could you say? If not a little bit less, maybe 47 sometimes. But the point is, he plays offense and defense, multiple positions, does he not? Tom Brady can only play at the end of the day, beginning of the day, start of the day, one position, and that is quarterback. Point proven. If you're going to bring up LeBron's stats of being what he is in championships at 3 and 5, and Brady being 6 and 3, you cannot compare the two, because even in the 3 that Tom Brady lost, he had his team up with 8 minutes to go against the Giants in the second Super Bowl, 17-15, excuse me. In the first Super Bowl that they were undefeated, he had his team up with 2 minutes 39 seconds to go. He had them up 14-10. In the third Super Bowl they lost to the Eagles, he had his team up with 12 minutes to go, 33-32. Each time he had his team up, he can't get out there and play defense, man. He can't get on the other side and rouse the defense, man. He can't play linebacker. He can't play safety. He can't play corner. He can't play that. All he can do is score enough points to put his team ahead. And it's up to the mastermind of Bill Belichick. And if it was Brian Flores, if it was Matt Patricia, whoever the defensive coordinator was, to call plays to stop the team from scoring again. And it was proven thus so in the very last Super Bowl when Brady didn't have to do so much, because they only gave up 3 points to the Rams. But even if they would have gave up 16, it would have been Tom Brady's fault, because Tom Brady did what he could
Are
to
you
get
done?
the 13.
Because you told
No, I'm not
the
done,
Royals
because
that you got something for me, and you came to me with LeBron plays offense and defense. I got a question. Let me just ask you a question. You get right back to this Tom Brady soliloquy that you've been on. Listen,
Exactly.
AFC East, Jets, Dolphins, and we'll forget the
The
Bills.
Bills.
NBA Eastern Conference, 14 teams who are subpar compared to the Western Conference every year. I don't ever understand it, but that's how it's looked at. And LeBron is always criticized for playing in a weak division. And that is one thing that hampers him in the GOAT conversation. When we're talking about Brady, Montana, even Elway, or my man Marino with the Dolphins, we never bring up Tom Brady competition. And that's the fact.
Yes, they do. All the time.
Always going to give him an
All the
easy
time. They always bring up Tom Brady's criticism about he plays in the AFC East as a weak division. But the problem is, as I still harp on the same point, LeBron being in the East, choosing the East, he still plays both sides of the ball, which means he can control the tempo of the game. One person, as we know, with Jordan, with Kobe, with Hakeem Olajuwon, with Tim Duncan, can control the tempo of a game up and down the court. It's there. They can do whatever they want as one person and have a big impact on the other
You're
floor.
honestly telling me that tempo is a concern of matter? Because the quarterback definitely controls the tempo of a game.
Only for 4 plays, because when it's fourth down, it's done, and it's up to the defense to not give up any points, which that same quarterback cannot play. So he's going to have to not be the same.
You're doing it right now. You are.
But he's going to be the GOAT
on Brady.
because he's the best at his position ever. At his position, he's the GOAT at his position.
He's giving him slack because he doesn't play defense. Is Tom Brady not the CEO of the New England Patriots?
No.
Is he not best friends with the owner and decides what goes on? Because when it came down to him and Garoppolo, it's pretty well known that Bill Belichick did not choose Brady.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad Brady circumvented that because Jimmy Garoppolo was not ready to get a championship.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're watching in the 49ers. But we're gonna get to them. Let's go to the next point. We gotta keep this going. My last point. Not my last point.
Mhm.
Montana 4-0, Jordan 6-0. LeBron never be able to get over Jordan because of that simple 6-0. Why is the masses letting Brady get over Montana?
They have to. When you win 6 times at something, even if you lose 3 times at something, we want to count against in the big game. But are we going to count all the times that Joe Montana didn't even make it to the AFC Championship? All the other times that he didn't even make it as the first round of the playoffs? Because that happened. Are we going to count that too? Because if we're not going to count that with Joe Montana, think about this instance. This is why Montana can never be above Brady. Because when Montana was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, Steve Young came in on that same team and won a Super Bowl on the same team.
I got some names for you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you know who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Malone.
Mm-hmm.
You know who
Talk
that
to
is?
me. Yeah, talk to me.
No. Paul Silas. You know who that is?
Yeah, talk to me.
David Blatt.
Yes.
I think you see where I'm going. Mike Brown. Luke Walton. Tyronn Lue. Eric Spoelstra. These are the great men that were chosen to coach a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. Wow, Tom Brady is blessed with Bill Belichick, the organization of the Patriots. I don't know if I want to call their owner organized anymore after he got caught, with his scandals.
We all get caught doing something stupid. Move on.
We all do.
Move on.
What was being a man? Okay, but Tom Brady has been a part of stabilization for his entire 2-decade career. And LeBron,
So we're going to penalize him for that?
No.
So,
I just can't understand why he gets elevated above the GOAT of Montana, who is 4-0, while LeBron is constantly criticized. Listen to this. My last point. This Super Bowl that you
your
talked
points
about.
are bad.
18-0. 14-point favorite. They were favored to win by 14 points. Tom Brady scored 14 points. He only managed to score 14 points with one of the greatest offenses ever. He went up against a monster defense. But you tried to say that this is the defense's fault.
Yeah, we were up with 2 minutes to go, 14-10. You held them to 10 points. You held the team to 10 points the entire game. 10 points. The defense wasn't good enough because this same defense we're seeing this year with different personnel is giving teams 0 points. I'm not saying that's an excuse. No way. Because during 2007, we were outscoring teams, but our defense was ranked 29th. They sucked. All we were doing was outscoring teams during those years because we had a better offense. But as we can see with Denver, you can outscore teams all of a sudden until you run up into a Seattle Seahawks defense and you lose 43-8. Again, Peyton Manning, who is also considered by many as one of the greatest of all time, is 2-2.
You're unreasonable. You're doing it again. You're giving Brady the excuse that LeBron doesn't get. Because LeBron
can't get that excuse. He can't get that excuse.
And did not do what he needed to do on offense.
Pause.
He did not take J.J. Barrera in the post to the basket, which he should have easily did to dominate.
Here's why LeBron gets no excuse.
And Randy Moss figure out something to do with this Giants defense that held them to 14 points.
You're wrong. Here's why you're wrong. LeBron came in saying, and I quote, "I am the king." When you walk in saying you are a king and you have not even got a scepter, let alone a crown, then everybody is going to be looking at you to do kingly things. Brady did not come in as a king. He came as a 199th pick out of Michigan, a backup to Chad Henne. He came in because Drew Bledsoe got hurt, or he would have never made it in had Drew Bledsoe played out the rest of that season. Brady came in underrated, underscored, underachieved, and became the greatest of all time, and is still to this day just as humble as he was day one, while LeBron is still walking around the king of 3 and 5. That is the reason why LeBron cannot and will not be the GOAT, because he came in trying to be something Jordan always was.
Out of you, the hate, the disgust.
That's not hate. I don't dislike LeBron. I don't dislike him.
What? LeBron came in as the king. LeBron came in with the most expectations on an 18-year-old nappy-headed black boy out of Akron, Ohio that was completely unfair and unjust. And he stand up. He delivered. He had it on his back.
And I'm not knocking that.
The load that you carry at the beginning of the speakeasy.
And the point is, though, I do not knock his accomplishments. He is one of the greatest of all time, but I cannot elevate him above Jordan. There are two greats to me of all time. That is Tom Brady and Michael Jordan. There are no others unless you start going to other sports with Cassius Clay and those. But I've always had it as Jordan and Brady. Because Jordan, he came in, said what he said, and backed it up. Tom Brady came in and said nothing and still backed it up. LeBron, what have you done for me lately? You're playing the Lakers. Let's see if you can get to 6. You get to 6 and 6, and maybe we'll talk. Because you're probably going to lose one more before you get to 6.
LeBron has not backed it up. We are at 30 minutes. We got to go. All right. You're crazy. You're at 9, at 10.
I told you I was crazy.
You and your crazy Doritos. We're going to have to go through this last segment fast. We're moving on, Loyal. And it's time for us to take the trash out, and we're going to take it out with us. He's going in the dumpster. He's dumpster juice. And what I got? I got the ESPN NFL Power Rankings.
Woo. Let's get it.
We're going to start. We're going to start at the back because we getting tired of these trash teams hosting Monday and Sunday night games. My man's all messed up over here. Dolphins, 32-0.
Oh, my gosh.
Take out the trash.
Oh, my gosh. Take them out.
0-8. Washington Redskins, 1-7. New York Jets, 1-6. Atlanta Falcons, 1-7. New York Giants, 2-6. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2-5. Denver Broncos, 2-6. Trash. Cardinals, 3-4-1. Whatever. Los Angeles Chargers, what a disappointing year, 3-5.
Disappointing.
Way to show up in Foxborough, 2-5. Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-4. Jacksonville Jaguars, 4-4. I do love me some Minshew. Man, thrown 13 touchdowns. Only
he has. He has.
Going to beat no Tom Brady in Foxborough because we know
That's
the Patriots
true.
Playing teams who are horrible all year and they're going to get the first seed. So let's just move on with that fact. Oakland Raiders, 3-4. Tennessee Titans, 4-4. Chicago Bears. Chicago. Wasn't this supposed to be all year? Sorry to bring it to you, but half the teams that make it to the playoffs don't make it the year back. In Chicago,
That's true.
Back-to-back playoff teams. Are y'all crazy? Is the winner getting to y'all? Let me get off my soapbox. Because Chicago Bears fans is funny. They really think they're good.
Okay.
They got this defense, but
they ain't got no offense and they ain't got no kicker.
Oh my God.
No kicker.
That's horrible. Detroit Lions, 3-3-1.
But in their defense, Detroit, they're always one play or two plays away. I feel like they're better than what their record says, and I feel like they could be in the mix with one or two plays going the right way because Matt Patricia has those guys really believing in themselves. So that's the only one I won't say is dumpster's juice, only because they're only a few plays away. Only a few, not dumpster juice. Those guys are good.
Are you trying to say that they're going to make it to the playoffs?
No, I ain't say all that. That's crazy.
So what are you talking
Move on.
about?
Move on. I ain't say all that.
Carolina Panthers, 4-3. Cam Newton's going to come back. It's going to be too much dysfunction. Too much.
Yeah, it's going to be too
Carolina
late.
Panthers,
Too late. Too late.
Philadelphia Eagles, 4-4.
They're in the NFC East. They're in the NFC East.
Yeah, but we're talking contenders, playoffs.
Well, anytime anybody from the NFC East gets there, they're contenders.
You think so?
I really do.
I think we went into a game a couple years ago, a Super Bowl. We wasn't supposed to win. We had our backup quarterback going up against GOAT, that you say, this man that lets Nick Foles come into his party and crash it, but
he didn't do that.
He gets all flat. He's better than Montana. Yeah. Tom Brady.
Yeah, he threw a 505 yards, 3 touchdowns. You're not going to get away with that. 505, 3 touchdowns. He outdueled Nick Foles. What happened is the same thing. Our defense was ranked 28th. We couldn't stop a backup quarterback, And for some strange reason, we did not play our best corner that played 98% of the snaps for that season. But I digress.
You know what I've never heard? LeBron James say, my sixth man that came off the bench, he went 0 for 8. Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, their legs fell apart. I couldn't get it done with them. Kyrie Love, they was injured.
You think that's my fault? He don't want to speak up. He need to speak up sometime for himself. I speak up too and blame somebody else.
Didn't make the shot in the corner that I gave it to him.
Well, he need to start speaking up. That's LeBron's fault. Speak up, LeBron.
Can take $10 million, can't call timeout. J.R. Smith doing this, that, and the fourth, but I digress. Buffalo Bills.
Well, you see all the excuses.
5-2. That's what I'm here for. Buffalo Bills. 5-2. Contender or pretender?
They're
You don't have to think about it. Dumpster juice. Josh Allen.
I want to say that. I really do. Only because of the offense. But their defense does not suck. I'm sorry. Defense, I'm going to have to believe in Buffalo until they become 500 or less. While they're over 500, I got to believe in them.
4-3. Dumpster juice convinced me otherwise.
Okay, gotcha. I'm with you.
Indianapolis. 5-2. Top 5 offense, top 5 defense. Pretender. I do not believe in Jacoby.
What?
He is not going to win me a playoff.
What? You're crazy. They're going to get to the playoffs as probably a 3 or 4 seed in the first round, end up playing a team like Houston, who they can beat, or Buffalo, who they can beat. You're not going to take them out a contender. All it takes you to do is win one playoff game, you're a contender. They'll win one at home. Lucas Oil Stadium. You heard it here. Go ahead.
All year long, they are doing their thing.
They're 5-2.
Okay, when it gets down to December, January, February, you need a man at quarterback, and you putting your money on Jacoby Brissett, I would gladly.
Absolutely.
Angeles Rams. My Rams, 5-3. They contender or pretender?
Pretender.
Pretender. You don't believe in Jared Goff?
I do not believe in Jared Goff. 78-yard passing against San Francisco 49ers, Jared Goff, I do not.
Even the almighty Sean McVay?
There is no healthy Gurley. Jared Goff is struggling. I believe in Cooper Kupp. I believe in Brandon Cooks. They just shipped out Marcus Peters. I don't know what they're going to do with their defense. They brought in Ramsey, which is great. But I don't believe in Sean McVay as an offensive-minded coach this year because people have caught up with him. The defense, the Wade Phillips is still good. The offense is not. And that's going to bite them in the dust. Every time they play Seattle, every time they play San Francisco 49ers. Sorry. Pretender.
We have reached my first AFC Championship game contender. The Houston Texans, ranked at number 9, 5-3. Deshaun Watson can do all things. They lost J.J. Watt for the year, but J.J. Watt has not been a Houston Texan in years.
What?
He's not. When's the last time he played a whole season? J.J. Watt ain't no.
That's the reason why Houston can't win, because he hasn't played the whole season. You're absolutely right. You just proved your own point. When he plays the whole season, they'll win a playoff game. Period.
Okay. Deshaun Watson is one of the few quarterbacks that I believe that can go into Foxborough and pull a win, and you can make that face. You know when the Texans come to play y'all, you aren't that confident. You shaking. There's no way you're not.
Somebody calling me, and it's Joe Links you. You tripping. Retract that statement. They ain't winning in no Gillette Stadium.
We're going to move on to number 8, Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, they're 6-2. But I'm going to call pretender. They got one of the best offensive weapons in the game. Dalvin Cook making his run for MVP. But Kirk Cousins ain't going to get the job done.
Yes, he will.
On him.
Yes, he will.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will. If the Vikings end up behind Green Bay, they'll be a number 4 seed. That means they're going to get a home game in that stadium up there in Minneapolis in the Silverdome. Not Silverdome, but the I can't think of the name of the stupid dome right now.
Whatever dome, it don't matter.
That means Seattle will have to come to them, or maybe they'll pull. Maybe a Dallas will come to them. Either one, they're going to get one of those things. They're going to win that playoff game, and they're going to be sitting there looking at New Orleans in that second round, or they're going to be looking at Green Bay in that second round, which they can be. You're not going to tell me they're pretenders.
I don't even think they beat Dallas in the playoffs. That's where they're at.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Stay out that crown roll.
I'm sorry.
Stay out that crown roll. You tripping? Stay out that crown roll. You tripping?
I have been drinking a lot of it. I think I got like 3
Yeah, it's coming to your head. It's coming to your head.
Okay, you remember this? In January, when we come back to this, you President Kirk first.
Absolutely.
Seattle Seahawks, 6-2. My team, who I want to believe in the most, because
You should.
Russell Wilson has been doing some things. And,
Yes.
you know, he is the MVP right now. Aaron Rodgers
Correct.
had his amazing, he had an amazing
Correct.
game. He threw 6 touchdowns, run for 1, but that does not negate the past 5 weeks. And let's see him
Correct.
do it again. Let's see him do it again. Because
It's going to run out. And plus,
it's not
Russell Wilson is
2011.
17-1. 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. You can't beat that. You can't say he's not the MVP. 17-1.
And listen, compared to any other quarterback, Garoppolo, who was we talking about? Watson? Name any quarterback outside of Brady. There's no one I think that's more. Maybe
Nope.
Breeze. Well, Breeze, I don't know. Listen
Correct.
what I'm about to say. There's no quarterback that's more in control of his locker room than Tom Brady and Russell Wilson. Maybe
I
Drew
agree.
Brees. But some Bridgewater people in the Saints may be looking at Drew Brees.
I agree.
I'm looking
I
at
agree
him
with that.
Because you know what I'm all about around here, black quarterbacks.
Agree. I agree with that. But I will say this. There is another quarterback that controls his locker room very, very, very well. That's outside these guys. And that quarterback, what's that now?
I said, hit me with it. Who am I forgetting?
So you're forgetting David Carr. Because as long as Oakland has sucked and they haven't killed him, he's actually has to be in control of that locker room. Because he should be dead right now as bad as Oakland sucks. And nobody's killed him yet. So David Carr has to be another one to show up time and time. Let's see.
A phenomenal leader. However, I know why you're saying that. Derek Carr is, I've talked about him on this show before. He is a character. And he's that Christian guy that he turned his locker room out. I know. I've read.
I told you.
And it's out of control. But I'm pretty sure there's some men in that locker room that come to play some football. I don't know. That's a good point.
I'm telling you.
Talk about
I think he is.
a show to come. All right, we're gonna finish this list out because we're going on the 50th minute. And if anybody's listening, we know y'all the real fans. We love y'all. I'm in.
Here's what it is, right?
Listen,
Let's do it.
5-2. Lamar,
The team that scares me.
and he does not need an offensive play.
He doesn't.
That's the scary thing. And you never know what's going to happen on the field. So you have to take precautions.
Correct.
Kansas City Chiefs,
I agree.
y'all know what Mahomes can do to y'all. Y'all have not stopped him since the AFC Championship game. Overtime stopped him. We'll keep moving on.
Oh, don't start that crap. Don't start that crap. No, don't start that. Keep moving.
Kansas City, number 15, Mahomes.
Keep moving. We ran out of time. Keep moving. We ran out of time. Keep moving. Somebody talk about Mahomes.
No, I'm not going to keep moving.
He is on the bench right now with a hurt foot. Ain't nobody talk about him right now. He even comes back. He'll come back half of who he was, which is half of who he was might be better than half the league.
heard it
Only
here
better than Patriots.
Us, El Loco Dorito, believes more in Derek Carr than he does in Patrick Mahomes.
I never said
Number
that.
4, are 7-1. Aaron Rodgers is 7-1. They're one loss.
Matt LaFleur.
Come into Lambeau. I can see if they went to Philly, but you don't let the Eagles come into Lambeau and show you up. Their run defense is suspect. Their best wide receiver, Adams, is very injured. Run game, their running back had, I think, like 3 or 4 touchdowns last week. It's good,
That's true.
but not trustable. You are solely trusting in Aaron Rodgers if you take the Green Bay Packers. Because I know you're not trusting the 31-year-old head coach, are you?
Yeah.
You have
Matt
a
LaFleur.
bet as your head coach.
I believe in Matt LaFleur.
Trusting in.
He sucked in Tennessee, but he'll do good where he's at. I believe in him. Matt LaFleur for president.
New Orleans Saints, 7-1. San Francisco 49ers, 7-0. And then the Patriots, 8-0, of course. But to end the show, AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game. Who you got?
I have the Patriots at home versus, in the AFC Championship, the Indianapolis Colts. That's who I have in the AFC. In the NFC, I have Green Bay Packers versus New Orleans Saints. Super Bowl, New Orleans Saints versus the New England Patriots. And the Patriots win 34-28.
All right, you heard from the crazy El Loco de Loco. Where the Doritos at? Where's Doritos at? I thought we was gonna have Doritos everywhere. We gonna get you.
The smell of victory.
Listen, we
I
gonna
won
get
this debate as
advertising
usual.
on it. Doritos, holla at us. Crown Royal.
Crowd roll.
Y'all. Pay us. Pay us. Ha! Love y'all. Loyal. It's a blessing for y'all to join us again. You're at the Speakeasy. We'll see you next week. All right.